Welcome back to another episode of the Rise and Thrive podcast, where we deep dive into mindset and habits to help personal trainers and fitness professionals elevate their careers and thrive in every aspect. I'm your host, Manny Fraser, and in today's episode, it's all about developing one of the most powerful skills you can have in your fitness career: detachment. Now, I know what you're thinking. Detachment? How does stepping back help you as a trainer when your job's to be all in with your clients? But here's the truth. Learning how to detach is a superpower that will not only protect you from burnout, but also make you a more effective leader, coach, and a professional. It's hard. In fact, it's incredibly hard to detach, especially when you're in the trenches, training clients, motivating them, and being fully engaged in their journeys. When you're working to push your clients towards their goals, you can get caught up with all the emotions and hype and the stress as well. But here's the thing. Detachment is what gives you clarity to lead with purpose, make better decisions, and maintain your own energy so you can serve at a high level for the long run. And today, I'm going to show you how to do that. So let me tell you a personal story. Some of you might know this part of my journey, but I've been through a lot of challenges in life, including my time spent incarcerated. I won't sugarcoat it. Those were the hardest days of my life. But it's also where I learned one of the most important lessons I carry with me on a regular daily basis: how to detach. I was in that cell day after day, working out 3 times a day. I didn't have anyone beside me for most of my sessions. There was no one to push me or give me motivation. It was just me, my routine, and my drive to stay sharp physically and mentally. And during those countless workouts, I realized something. I had to detach from everything around me. The environment, the noise, the negativity. I call it the jungle. And I had to just stay focused on what I was working on. I had to shut my mouth and be in silence. Silence all the doubts, all the negativity, all the things that were just really hurting me at the time. I had to embrace the grind, even when it felt like I was going at it alone. And I was. And that's where the power of detachment really hit me. I had to let go of the need for support or validation or just focus on what I could control: my effort, my routine, and my mindset. Now, what does that mean for a personal trainer or a fitness professional? In this industry, it's easy to get attached to your client's progress or lack thereof. You pour your energy into creating this perfect workout plan, nutritional advice, and encouragement, but sometimes clients don't show up. They don't want to do it. And that's okay, because that's their journey. You're there to support them and help them, but you're not there to do it for them. If they don't follow the plan, they don't put in the effort, it can be frustrating, I know. But this is where detachment becomes essential. You have to learn how to detach from the outcomes. You're their guide. You motivate them and give them the tools they need, but their journey is their journey. If you attach too much to their success or failure, you'll burn yourself out. Detachment allows you to stay focused on your role as a guide without getting dragged down by their results. Because at the end of the day, you can't want it more than they do. And I know this as a manager, I know this as a trainer, I know this as everything. I can't want things as a father, as a husband, as everything in life, as a son. I can't want things more than anyone else does in their life. So if I want something, but the person that I'm talking to doesn't want it as bad as I do for them, then I must detach myself from the outcome that they're putting themselves through, because at the end of the day, like, all I'm going to do is have worse stress in something that I have no control over. I have no control over other people and what their outcomes are and what they do or their actions. I have all my control is what I do. One of the toughest things to do is detaching. It's often told that we need to keep talking, keep pushing, keep motivating. But sometimes the most powerful thing you can do as a coach is stop talking. You can't force someone to change by telling them what to do over and over again. You need to give them space to step up and take ownership for their transformation. When you detach from the constant need to talk, you give your client room to reflect and take responsibility for their action. And that's when real change happens. They start to see their own powers. They start to take action because they want, not because you're pushing them. I want to bring up something else that ties into detachment. The idea of embracing your own winter arc. Now, I've been really analyzing this whole thing on social media lately, which is the winter arc. You know how in the fitness world we talk about seasons of growth? Well, winter is that period when things slow down. It's cold, it's dark, and progress can feel non-existent. But winter is also a time of preparation. It's a time where you go inward, work behind the scenes, and lay the groundwork for what's to come. As trainers, it's easy to get discouraged during your own winters. Those times when clients are scarce, business is slow, or progress seems stalled. Generally, these times I'd say is the beginning of your career as a fitness trainer, and also you can go through stagnant periods. But if you detach from the surface level results and trust that the work that you're doing beneath the surface will pay off, you'll be ready when your season of growth arrives. Are you willing to embrace your winter arc? To detach from your immediate results, the immediate feedback that you need? Like the one thing that I know that a lot of trainers deal with is that the immediate constant feedback. So like the immediate need for constant feedback would be like this. I go on the floor and I prospect and I prospect and I prospect and I get no clients. Your immediate need for constant feedback would be getting the clients based off the work that you do. But that's not this job. This job can be, you can be talking on the floor for a month and not get any results. And then all of a sudden, 2 months later, the same person that you talk to says, I want to buy training from you. Well, that's detaching yourself from the outcome of the actions that you do. The actions you do need to be done. You need to go on the floor. You need to talk to people. You need to prospect. But you can't be looking at the outcomes all the time. For personal trainers and fitness professionals, detachment is not about being cold or indifferent. It's about gaining clarity, staying grounded in your process, and focusing on what you can control. It's about knowing what you can give your clients and everything. It's knowing that you can give your clients everything they need to succeed, but ultimately, their journey is their own. Remember, you have to detach from the idea that you can control everything. You have to trust that by sticking to your process, doing the work, and leading by example, you're doing exactly what you need to do. And sometimes, just like in those lonely workout sessions I had in prison, you'll need to detach yourself and do it alone. Not because you don't care, but because that's where you find your strength, your focus, and your power. Detachment is your superpower. When you master it, you're not only going to thrive in this industry, but you'll become a leader who inspires others and takes control of their own lives. So you'll inspire others to take control of their own life. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. If this episode inspired you, share it with a fellow trainer, coach who needs to hear this message. And remember, whether it's life or leadership, learning to detach can be the key to your success. For more tips, insights, follow me on social media. You can find me at the Manny Fraser or visit mannyfraser.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep thriving, and keep detaching from the noise. Peace.